Historical Reconstruction of Aryan X.
Episode 15. Istanbul, the Center of Europe. Where indeed was the capital of the vast empire that ruled over Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East? Later, as we delve into individual histories, we will explain all the parts you have been most curious about and reveal all the truths of history that you did not know, trapped within a fabricated narrative. The capital of the vast empire that ruled over Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East was present-day Istanbul, and the Chenza, the emperors of Central Asia, governed this city. Istanbul is a massive city with a current population of over 15 million people. Today, any city in Europe, North Africa, or the Middle East with a population exceeding 2 million is treated as an enormous metropolis. However, with its population surpassing 15 million, Istanbul is a truly historic and colossal city. So, who were the main figures of this place? First, what is the meaning behind the name Istanbul? Let's begin by uncovering the meaning of its name. Please be aware that the history books and encyclopedias you read are not yardsticks for revealing the truth, but rather tools used to conceal it. It has been said that the names of all countries and places worldwide originate from Korean, the language of a small nation in the East. As an example, let me introduce an interesting word. In English, there is the word shelter, meaning a refuge or a place of rest. An identical word exists in Korean, shwil-ta, which also means a place to rest. Transcribed into English, this Korean pronunciation becomes shelter. Was the English language truly created independently, or does it exist upon the foundation of another language? This is because a considerable number of words in Korean share the exact same meaning and pronunciation as words in English. It has been said that Brahmin, Baramun, and Baramuni in Indian history signify brightness, and from these words, Rama and Roma, Rome, were born. Bright means bright land, and has the exact same intonation and meaning as the English word bright. From now on, you will need to restudy linguistics. It has been stated that all the names of countries and places around the world are connected to the Korean language. Istanbul, the center of the empire, the heart of the empire, has the same meaning as an Israel, Easter, Islamabad, and Isil, meaning outside. Tan, as seen in the names of Central Asian countries, is a pure Korean word for land. Bul signifies brightness, similar to the English word fire. Istanbul is a pure Korean word meaning the bright land outside. If Istanbul was referred to as the outside, then where was the inside? That was the Scythian Aryans in Central Asia. Thus, the bright land outside of Central Asia, outside the empire's center, was called Istanbul. Now, the boundary between the inside and the outside of the empire begins to become clear. There is a power that appears in history known as the Turks. We have all come to know and have been taught that these Turks are the people of modern-day Turkey. However, is Turkmenistan, located to the east of Turkey across the Caspian Sea, not also Turk? It appears that the forces who manipulated history fabricated the Anatolian Peninsula, the center of the Eastern Roman Empire, as Turk to hide the existence of the true Turks. The center of Greece and Rome, which governed Europe and North Africa, was in fact Georgia and Armenia on the present-day Turkish peninsula. They are the true identity of the Eastern Roman Empire in history, and the ruling power that encompassed all of Europe above them was the emperor of the empire located in Istanbul. These emperors always came from Central Asia, and this Central Asia was the land of the Turks and the Scythian Aryans of history. They were the Koreans. This is why all the names of countries and places around the world are connected and related to the modern Korean language. The Tanbul, the land of Bul, in Istanbul is a Korean term still in use today. Now, as for when Istanbul became the capital of the empire, when its emperors arrived, and which dynasty in Central Asia they belonged to, all these details will be revealed in our individual historical accounts. In this episode, I intend to first expose the historic fabrication of how the name of Istanbul was hidden in present-day Italy to conceal its true geography and history. So, under what name is their existence hidden in modern Italy? The manipulation of transplanting Italian place names. In the preface by Tom McAllendon to a 2010 edition of Cinthio's novella, which influenced Shakespeare's Venice plays, he notes, Shakespeare adds the threat of the Turkish army, and by doing so, unfolds the drama as if it were an event that occurred at the historic moment in 1570 when the Turkish forces, armed with powerful armaments, set sail from Constantinople via Rhodes with a fleet in their first and last attempt to seize Cyprus. As seen here, Tom McAllendon depicts the Venice of history as Constantinople or Istanbul. The setting for numerous Shakespearean works is Venice. If we cannot determine the meaning and precise location of Venice, we will either fail to understand Othello or misinterpret its meaning. Therefore, let's first verify the historical Venice. The capital of the present-day Veneto region in Italy is Venice, or Venetia. Adjacent to the northeast of the Veneto region is the Friuli-Venezia Giulia region, which consists of 4 provinces, Gorizia, Udine, Trieste, and Pordenone. In Friuli-Venezia Giulia, Friulian, Regione Autonome Friuli-Venezia Giulia, Venetian, Friuli-Venezia Giulia, Wikipedia, Venice is written locally as Vigenzie or Venetia. Vigne can also be pronounced as Wagne, so to our ears it sounds like Oyang, meaning the outer land. It seems that originally, around the mid-19th century, when this Italian region's name was manipulated and transplanted to Venice, Venetia, they moved and downsized the names of Gorizia, Gorizia, which signifies the pontifical office, the Holy See, in Gori, Georgia as the origin of Greek civilization, and Venetia, Vnesa, the name for the political center of the outer regions like present-day Istanbul, to a specific area in modern Italy. This was likely done to erase the existence of Georgia and Istanbul on the Anatolian Peninsula, transplanting them as Gorizia and Venetia in Italy. The nice in Venice and the is in Istanbul share the same meaning of outside, and the v in Venice means bright. Furthermore, the stan in Istanbul is also part of the names of the 7 Central Asian countries you have seen: Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. The history of Greece and Rome, which was located in Georgia and Armenia on the Anatolian Peninsula, was fabricated and transplanted onto present-day Greece and Istanbul. The history of the emperor's empire, who is in Istanbul, was then fabricated and transplanted to the Veneto region of modern Italy. The Venice of history was in fact Istanbul, the capital of the Holy Roman Empire, which led Europe history after the Hunnic Empire. Their history was erased and manipulatively transplanted to present-day Italy. If you study history with this context in mind, you will be able to see the truth. Now, I will conclude the discussion on the capital of the Hunnic and Holy Roman Empires. In the next episode, we will reveal the origins of the names of North African countries such as Morocco, Algeria, Tunis, and Egypt. I sincerely hope you will contact many people to join us in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The subtitles can be translated into the language of each country, so please make use of this feature. If there are any issues, please contact us via the comments or Google Mail. Our Google Mail address is arianrealhistory, ARIAN, realhistory@gmail.com. Our YouTube channel is Historical Reconstruction of Arian X, or History Restoration of Arian X. Everyone, your subscriptions and likes are a reflection of your conscience and passion for the truth, so please do not forget to support.